Hi everyone, and welcome to the Fans POV at Icon 31 in Stony Brook University, New York. I'm Krissy and with us are...
Thanks, Krissy. It's Mark.
And Chrystal.
And of course, we got the favorite duo for Icon to do the show with me.
Because we're too cheap to go to other states to do other conventions.
No, because this way they won't find out anything about the con, because it'll be you two being acting like, well, you being made fun of while he acts like an idiot.
Yeah.
That's how it's going to be.
That's pretty much how it
That's why I'm here.
So, we're at Icon 31, which I think, well, we'll get back to it later. I was going to tell you a little secret, but I'll tell that at the end. Ooh, secrets. Okay. Let's start off like we always start the con. Mark, what were your expectations going into this year's Icon?
The expectations? There wouldn't be quite so many bike riders around. That was one hope. Ernie, good job covering us, Tim.
Location.
Choose this one.
Anyway, I don't know. I was expecting Icon, you know. Just
Is that good or bad?
I was hoping that the weather would be better.
Yeah.
That was my one thing. Yes.
It's Icon.
I know, but I was hoping that would be
You
at
had
least one day.
high expectations.
At least one day would be good, but no, that didn't happen.
You had really high expectations, Crystal.
It's like the Icon curse. It has to rain at least one day of the weekend.
Yeah.
Possibly two. Possibly the whole weekend.
But what was your expectations for the weekend?
Since this is my fifth Icon, it's like, all right, let's do this again. You know, it's like I kind of knew what to expect, but I actually had higher hopes than what I saw this time around. You know what grinds my gears, Krissy?
No, let's not get into that. We'll grind the gears later.
All right, no, I just things I saw from the schedule. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, gonna see some celebrities I know vaguely, and you know, gonna see cosplay competition. Gonna see Voltaire. Gonna see the art show. Like I do the same thing every year, but
Time to take over the world?
Yes.
Okay.
Someone just fart?
It does smell like that.
I can't smell anything.
We need our Did you pick a sewer for us to film at? What is wrong with
Look at me.
I don't know.
He wasn't the one that picked the location.
Well, it's a con weekend. Who knows what we're smelling?
That's what we usually.
Yeah. All right. Anyway. Now I lost my train of thought. Thanks. I lost my train of thought.
I had to bring up the smell that was wafting through. I'm sorry.
Probably came from that direction. The wind's blowing it this way.
Totally was.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know.
Miss Meteorologist. I didn't care where it came from. I was just...
Like I said, nothing's gonna get done this show
Ernie,
because these two are
You
here.
have to leave this all in. All of this has to be left in.
All right. Well, that was the expectations. Okay. I don't know why I expected much.
Your expectations of our expectations.
We're very high, apparently. All right. Well, then we'll move past that. What did you guys had your first reactions coming here? Whether it was Friday or Saturday, Joe, was your first day? Mark.
Didn't we already do the expectations?
That's the expectations. This is first
expectations.
reactions when you got here.
Oh, okay.
Happy, sad, pissed off.
My first reaction was, holy crap, the parking lot really filled up really quick. Most of it doesn't fill up that quick. You know, not like right away, but it was like, yeah, it was like really packed. And it was cold. Balls ass cold.
Can we say balls on YouTube?
He says everything, so it doesn't matter.
You prefer testicles?
What about you?
I actually have something good to say.
Ernie, get out of the way.
Wow, he said something nice. She has something nice to say.
Kudos to them on
Ernie,
the
the
pre-reg.
only way you can go in front of us is if you're on
Mike,
a
shut up.
My name's Mark.
Mike, whatever.
No, the as far as the pre-reg, they actually did a different option this year. I'm not sure if I
They
just
did it
never-
last year.
What?
They did registration like that last year.
No, I mean as far as in the other locations, they did.
Yes, they did that last
Like
year.
you could pick up your registration bag a few days before.
Oh,
the
that's totally different. Yeah.
Yeah, like they had two different locations, which I wish there was one closer to my house, but it really didn't matter.
Yeah.
Where you could actually pick up your pre-registration
So
badge.
sorry they didn't have a little spot for you right down the street. I'm so
should've.
sorry. Yeah.
World
The end
is
of my
right around the
driveway.
corner.
I
Why
really
was-
should have been there.
Whatever. No, they had where at 2 different locations you could pick up your pre-registration badge, which is great that you didn't have to worry about any line, and you just walked into the con with a badge. So I thought that was a really good idea. Also, just I didn't have that option to do that, but when I went to pre-reg, went to a pre-registration line, there was no line. It was just like, here's your name, pick it up. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. So, I mean, the regular registration line was still out the door, waiting and everything. That always sucks, and that's why you never regular register. So I thought that was a good idea for them. And I was like, oh, okay, this is going to start off good.
Yeah, maybe they're finally catching on to what other conventions do, where you can pick up your registration early. But I think Icon's the only one that has multiple places where you can pre-reg. Like, I know quite a few years ago, I wouldn't come to Icon. I wouldn't go online and pre-reg. I wouldn't go to Icon and pick up my badge there at the door. I would pre-register at a couple comic book shops that were near me, and that's how I used to pre-reg. And you can still do that, but now they're using those as pre-pickup sites, which is kind of cool. But in a way, I'm wondering how they do it.
Yeah.
How did you guys see with the lines with the pre-reg and registration?
Oh, it looked horrible. And it was very cold. And I was like, that's why I just promised Krissy that I'm going to do a bunch of stuff, get the press pass, and then not do any of the things I promised.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I think the only thing you've done that you promised you would do is you showed up for the list and you were here.
I was here, I showed up for the list, and I went around as drunk Iron Man. It's not my fault. Not my fault there was no camera on me while that was going on.
That's not my fault.
Damn it. I always miss Drunken Iron Man in the deals room.
He has fun with that.
I wasn't in the deals room.
I
I stay away from that.
Because they don't like him walking around with a bottle.
Yep. Whatevs.
Well, yeah, I did notice this year the pre-registration line was ridiculous long. Me and Chris actually walked it, and it was like, it went further than it's been the past couple of years. Like,
When?
it started wrapping around the SAC building Friday night. It was Friday,
What time?
Friday evening, maybe around 6 o'clock.
I was.
5:30, 6 o'clock.
It was
We had just gotten
non-existent.
there. We had just gotten there. Probably by the time you got here, it was done. It was usually,
So it went
those
quick,
lines
and that's good then.
yeah, that lately the line has really started to
They've been doing very well
moving
on that.
fast, especially now. Like I said, this location they did last year with the registration being in the SAC building instead of the sports complex. When it was in the sports complex, people would just crowd around and clog up and congest the registration area.
That was not a good location for it.
Because everyone would be there waiting to get into the dealer's room. So now with them registration being in the SAC, there's nothing really to do in the SAC. So, let's leave and wander around the campus.
Yes, the SAC is better.
The Student Activity Center. Okay.
What's the next one?
And then the sports complex is now actually that first floor where the registration used to be is now empty, and you can just hang out, and it's a lot less congested in there now.
Yeah.
So that's
it's good.
that was good, and it's good that they continue with that.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be interesting next year. All right. Well, with
Moving
registration, it moves on to. How was the rest of the con? Did you see a lot of people, or was it sparse, or was it certain areas where people mostly gathered?
That's a good amount of people. You know, just in general. I mean, the dealer's room is always the most popular place. Really, I only went to like the list that we did, and then I was in the balls of the SAC, and then the dealer's room.
Playing games.
Yeah.
The ballrooms, yes.
That's what
I know.
That's what they call it.
Who's
got big
balls? We've got big balls. All right. How about you, Crystal? What did you see with the people? Was there any?
I felt that I think there was definitely a good amount of people, but I felt like it was a little less this year. I don't think it was as congested. But also, I felt like programming was a lot lighter this year than it has been in past years. Like, it wasn't like I was looking at the list of the schedule going. Okay, there might be 3 things I want to actually do today.
Yeah, I agree. I looked through the whole thing. There's like 1 or 2 things. I'm like, and even if I don't make it, and it's like, no big deal. Wasn't that fascinating of a schedule?
I think also the reason for that is because, I mean, an easy way to get into the con for free is to host your own panel. I think people are catching on to that way too much. So it's like, now you have like any discussion about anything that relates nothing to deal with sci-fi.
Stupid thing like 4 people throw their own opinions, and it's like who gives a shit what they're talking about, and Pirates versus Ninja. Oh, that's not 10 years old already. Yeah.
We still had a full room.
I still enjoyed that panel more than others. Like
that room was still full.
there was a full
very
room.
sad.
Yes.
Same thing. Family Guy trivia, that was full. I thought Icon did a great job this year.
Well, we'll get to the panels and schedules later.
Okay.
Let's not
What were we
go
talking
on
about? Crowd. Okay.
crowded people. Yes, crowds. Did you?
I feel like there wasn't as many cosplayers this
Yeah,
year.
nobody wants to see you.
Was there? I don't know. Did it feel like there was less cosplayers?
No, just as many. There was a bunch.
Was there?
There's still a
Oh.
bunch.
I feel like
Alright,
there
well-
wasn't the overly done. Wow, I can spot that costume from like a mile away. Costumes.
True.
There was like only a couple of them.
All right.
That really stood
Well,
out.
since we're going in
sorry,
that
yeah.
line, since we're going in that line of discussion, was there any particular trends you saw with cosplayers? Mark?
Trying to think. A lot of anime stuff that I don't even know what character they're dressed as.
Yeah, a lot of that.
More and more of that's happening.
And
Most
NPCs
every year.
everywhere.
Every year I get older, become more of a curmudgeon, and you know.
Well, then again, you don't watch a lot
Speaking
of anime.
of which, I ran for about a cumulative of 1 minute about an hour ago, and I'm still winded. So,
You're getting old.
oh god, yes. Okay.
You're probably only, what, a year older than me?
I'm not too sure.
We're 28, Mark.
Yeah, you're a year older than me. Now that Crystal said it, and he didn't have to. Did you see any trends with cosplayers?
Steampunk's still holding strong. Doctor Who's been blowing up a lot more.
Actually, I haven't seen that much steampunk. here.
Not as
Yeah,
much.
no, I
not
don't
as
either.
much, but there's
This was
still
the
a
first
good
year I
flow of
started
it.
to see a good, not that much of it.
Not as much as the previous years, but still a predominant theme.
I agree though, Doctor Who.
Doctor
was
Who's
a
blown
lot,
up.
yeah.
Up a lot. Like,
Blowing me.
well, you even had as one of the guest people was the 8th Doctor Who in the series, so that might grab a little more Doctor Who fans' attentions. But it's like it's been a little steampunk, a lot of Doctor Who, random anime. I saw only one Inuyasha this year, 3 Stormtroopers, and a Partridge in a Pear Tree.
Yeah, pretty much. I have to agree with the Doctor Who. I saw a lot more Doctor Who, and I have to agree. I barely saw any steampunk. Maybe
I saw a
I just
bunch.
wasn't in the right places.
I saw a bunch.
Did you
of
go to
course,
the
the deal-
steampunk waiting area?
Yeah, no, I didn't. Unfortunately, but I did. A lot of the booths are definitely selling the steampunk items.
Yeah.
But I think there's more selling also Doctor Who items in some of those steampunk booths. So it's still there. It's just you couldn't see it really. And I have to say, I didn't see. Like I said, it almost seems like there's not a lot of cosplays. They're there. It's just so spread out,
Yeah.
and it's just random costumes. It's nothing like predominant that I'm seeing. I did see a lot of Doctor Who, but nothing that says that this is the cosplay of the con, which has been coming a trend for like the past year or so. You're not seeing a lot of major themed cosplays. You're seeing a lot of random stuff. So I think everyone's starting to really diversify with the cosplays. Like yours is a pretty unique one.
What was mine?
Drunk Iron Man.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I like
He was
it.
drunk, that's
Yeah.
what I forgot.
Yeah.
I get to I get to like lay down in places
Pass
with the
out.
bottle, and yeah, I got a bunch of
Hang on
pictures.
garbage cans.
Yes.
Yeah. Knock over stuff.
One person asked for a photograph, and I just ran over to a dumpster and started puking in it. So
With the helmet on.
with the helmet on,
on.
it was fun.
All right. Well, did either of you guys actually have a favorite cosplay you saw besides yourself, Mark?
I saw a really fat Hulk. I don't know if this counts. The guy just had like a green shirt on and he painted his face green, but he was like really fat. It was like, you know, the Hulk if he just like carbo loaded a bunch. It was...
So that's your favorite?
I don't know if that's my favorite. Oh no, Dog the Bounty Hunter was my favorite.
I missed it. Yeah, he went looking for
And
you.
a guy dressed as Dog the Bounty Hunter. Although he had brown hair, not blonde, so that completely threw
that's-
the entire illusion off
That
for me.
really
but,
does. You had to have
know.
the mullet. You had to have the blonde.
He had a
mullet.
mullet, but it was brown mullet.
I
It was
wonder
really-
why.
It was really very.
I wonder why.
Disappointing. Because he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care about what he's trying to project.
How about you, Crystal? Any favorites?
I did see someone dress up like Lily when she was like evil and dark as Mark goes in front of the camera. Wait, no.
It's Ernie.
Ernie. He's doing it on purpose. They
Wow, you can really see like skin marks on the hand here.
Keep going.
Skin marks.
Keep going, Crystal.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
come on.
No, there was from the movie Legend. There was a Lily dressed up like when she's in the dark, like Black Queen attire with the whole thing.
Whoa!
And her husband or whoever she was with was Gene Simmons from Kiss.
I was just about to say,
Okay.
yes, I remember
I was
seeing a
like,
guy
whoa.
dressed as
Last night I
Gene
saw one, yeah.
I was like, holy crap, that's
Simmons.
big. But
That's unique.
that was more unique-ish, and like it was good. But that has to be otherwise nothing else really like went wow.
Yeah, I have to say the same thing. I didn't actually, of all the cosplayers I saw, nothing really went, oh my god, that's awesome. Like they were good costumes. I'm not gonna like knock them or anything, but I think going to so many cons and seeing so many cosplayers, I've kind of come desensitized to it. The only thing I did like, I'll say who my favorite was. It was a girl dressed up as Abby from NCIS.
I saw her.
She had the
Yeah.
cup and she had a pillow, the hippo stuff that actually works and farts. That was hysterical. I like that one. My parents would love that, get a kick out of that one, so I took a picture of it.
Nice.
The next best thing for cons, panels. Did you guys, besides our own, did you go to any of the panels?
No.
No. Oh, no. Okay.
No.
But, yeah.
Oh no,
panels.
I kind of went to the what was the guy's name? The guy that we always make fun of, Ernie.
Which
Don't
one?
leave me hanging.
We have a few of them.
Chris.
The game show guy. Yeah. I
your luck.
love shouting out stuff during this game show because
Press
this
your luck?
guy's like press your luck. I don't know how many years he's been doing it, but he still messes up and nothing works right. And I just love shouting out stuff about
Jackal.
him.
It's a jackal.
Well, I start shouting out about him being bald and that his stuff about his mother and making fun of the whole game. I just
So you're making fun of
And
yourself?
I'm the bitch.
No.
I just
So,
want to
you
let
know.
that know.
And me,
That's me.
me and Chris start counting down. He has like a countdown from 60. We start counting down from like 58, and we're like shouting it. So it's really that I love doing. That is one of my favorite things, and I'm glad that he's here. Is this his first time here at Icon? Yes. I mean, that's going to be every single year now. I'm going to that. That is my new favorite panel.
Mark lives to torture people.
No, really?
No.
He comes up there and he keeps messing up. So if you're
So-
going to throw yourself out there, you're
deserve
going
to
to
get
be
made
made
fun
fun of. Okay.
All right. Crystal, did you go to any panels?
I went to Family Guy Trivia on Friday night. They did a good job, and the room was packed. I'm glad they moved it from the SAC to Javits because it was a fire hazard last year. People were going to die if there was anything going on. So they had a lot more space. It went smooth.
That's exactly how I would
And then-
imagine you saying, "People are gonna die, and we're all gonna
They
die."
even said it themselves. One girl said the doors were blocked. And she was like, no, I remember. People, it was gonna be bad if anything ever happened. Death everywhere.
Okay, Mom. Thanks.
No, I'm mom.
But so I did that on
She's
Friday
stepmom.
night, and then Saturday was Pirates
Like two
vs.
lesbians.
Ninjas
You're like two
because
lesbians,
went to the
and she's stepmom, your
cosplay
mom.
competition, and that ended a lot shorter. So that's when I went over to Pirate Chris's panel instead.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
That was
Anything
it.
else? No.
Today was no panels. There was no time for today was dealer's room.
Dealer's room? Okay.
Yep.
There were quite a few panels I wanted to go to, but of course, every panel I wanted to go to was during a panel I was in. So that didn't work out. There were a couple others I wanted to go to, but it was like,
Stop double
What
booking
about
yourself.
Legend of the Temple?
Legend of the
hit temple. No, I'm not gonna go there.
I didn't go.
Well, it would. I went, but
I
was
couldn't
because
find
I had
it.
nothing to do.
It was hidden.
It wasn't really a panel. It was like apparently after I got there, they'd already did the 10 minutes of information, and they were building a temple behind one of the walls in the back of the room, and they were asking everyone to get into teams of 2 to actually do it. And I was falling asleep, so it was like 10 o'clock at night, so I was tired. But of course, all the other panels I wanted to go to were during our panels, and that always seems to happen. Like, why?
Let's talk about
You
your
torture me?
panels, Krissy.
But I was getting to that. The next thing was going to be the panels that At a Time did. We did the list of panel again, where Mark, myself, Pirate Chris and our friend Tom were the panelists while Ernie hosted because God knows if it had been all 5 of us, we would never gotten anything done. Well, we still didn't get anything done. This year's topic was pop culture, and we did a couple of random topics that it was quite interesting, some of our choices, mostly yours and Chris's.
What was wrong with mine?
I didn't say they were wrong, I just
Yeah.
said they were interesting.
Chris just said, what was it?
One of
Moby
your lines.
Dick
Yeah.
2010.
2010
over and
Moby Dick,
over.
yes. Yeah, Chris is having way too much fun with that and being an idiot.
Yeah.
Then we had, that was Friday night. Yesterday afternoon, Tom, Lee, and I held a Power Ranger panel.
Did
where-
How'd
you
that go?
went a full 2 hours? Oh
we
my
did.
God.
We talked about all 18 Power Ranger seasons plus both movies. The only thing was we had a PowerPoint presentation and a video. We couldn't show it because the room wasn't AV compatible.
So did you just act it
Stupid.
out?
No,
Oh.
we didn't. What ended up happening was we had to read off the PowerPoint presentation, and so instead of talking about the series, we're talking about the cast.
Okay, so imagine there's a giant robot standing in front of you.
But the cool thing was, though, after we submitted the panel, 3 weeks before Icon, we got an email from the guy who ran the track leader for fandom panels. The anime department gave us voice actor Robert Axelrod as a guest at our panel. He voiced one of the original villains from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Is that the guy who I saw sitting down in the dealer's room? The old.
Yes, the old
Did he do
gentleman.
Zordon's voice?
He did Lord Zed and Finster.
Lord Zed. Oh, that's what I meant.
He did those 2 guys, and he wanted to come to the full 2 hours of the panel, so that was pretty cool.
That is cool.
It didn't work out the way we wanted to. A lot of people actually did enjoy the panel, so maybe we'll try it again, but with a room with AV next time.
Yeah.
So we can use the PowerPoint. And then later on in the evening, me, Chris, and Tom did Pirates vs. Ninjas, where we had to ask the track leader to move the room because it was too small of a room that he gave us.
Yeah, that would not
So
work out.
luckily, within an hour of telling him, he changed the room. So we got a bigger room, which we ended up filling. And the shenanigans that happened between Chris, Tom, and everyone in the audience.
Shenanigans.
The winner from Pirates vs. Ninjas was not pirates, was not ninjas, nor the multitude of other things that they gave points to.
Was it Godzilla?
No, Ernie won.
It's Jackal.
Yeah!
Ernie won.
Ernie.
Turn the camera on yourself, Ernie. Good. You're no fun. You're no fun.
I'm working here.
I was
Barely.
giving Ernie points because I wouldn't give him points. I'm like, I was like Vanna White.
I would give
like-
valid points for pirates, and Chris would just be like, Ernie gets a point. I'm like, what the hell?
It was more like if they found a random thing they couldn't put a point for any of the other ones listed, they would give it to Ernie. So, yeah, that was interesting. I'm sure at one point we got some footage of some of the panels, so Ernie will probably do a lovely we'll do a lovely montage.
Do a
Because
montage.
we all love montages.
Do a montage.
All right. Moving along, some of the bigger points of AnyCon, the dealer's room. What did you guys think of the dealer's room this year?
Pretty good.
We're boring you, Mark? or is that running around?
That's
for 2
from the
minutes
running.
catching
I need
up?
a nap. It was pretty good, dealer's room. There was a lot of Doctor Who stuff.
Yep.
For some insane reason. A lot of Doctor Who stuff.
Wonder why. Anything particular you saw, you went, oh my god, I have to have.
Yes, and oh my god, I got it. Do we want to wait for that till later? Or?
No, get it.
Okay.
Tell them what you got.
They had, okay, in the
let me
old
describe the booth. The booth has old TV, like
And
prop
movie
replica
and
movie
prop replica
prop
stuff.
replica stuff. So you could get replicas of items from a lot of movies and TV shows.
So in the old Batman, Adam West Batman movie, there's this one scene where he's in the ocean and like a shark jumps onto his leg.
Oh, this.
So just just like he walks around with it, Batman just pulls out the spray that says Bat Shark Repellent, and he sprays the shark, and the shark just falls off into the ocean. They had the replica of the canister
Nice.
of the shark repellent, so I had to get that right away. It was basically just the guy took a WD-40 can and just made it up to look different, but I bought it anyway for $10, so
I
I was
saw something-
very excited.
I saw something in that booth I wanted. They had the old that phone.
Yes.
But Mark was telling me you had to
that was
actually
the other
paint
thing.
it and all that. I'm
You
like,
had to paint it.
no, I would have screwed it up.
Which it's still, yeah, that was my one fear. It's like I would have gone through the painting process, but yeah, I would have just screwed it up and been like, fucking hell, Commissioner Gordon's never going to call me now. You know.
All right, Crystal, what about you with the deals room? Because you were just in there.
It was, I didn't get a chance to really see everything yet because I had to do this. But,
Oh, yeah. You had no time. Okay.
I didn't.
No, because she couldn't spend her 20 minutes on each booth.
I know! But one thing I actually did was take the suggestion of Lee, where me and Matt went to one of the booths that had green screen. And, I mean, it works better if you have a costume on, but they had it where you could choose a different sort of sci-fi background and like pose in front of it, get your picture taken, they print out right there and then for you. And it's actually a really nice keepsake thing to have for the con.
I did that too. I picked the background of Scarlett Johansson's bedroom, and I was like hiding in the corner. No.
Was Alma there too?
No, of course not. No, she would just yelled at me.
Really?
Yeah.
You think?
But you're here again. Get down.
But yeah, there was other booths I wanted to check out, but I can't find them yet.
Okay. I think I've noticed what the deals room is.
I got Pocky, by the way.
You got, of course, you got Pocky. That's something I found interesting. For quite a few years, Icon has always been saying, well, I think it was Stony Brook was always saying you couldn't sell food down in the dealers room. There's one year I remember a couple booths were selling them. They were told to put the stuff away. They couldn't sell it, but they couldn't sell the food and drink. So
Snack
for quite a
Time
few
had
years,
their own like bling bling.
so for
thing.
a couple of years, you couldn't get any. You couldn't buy Pocky, you couldn't buy Ramune in the dealer's room for a couple of years. This year, Snack Time, Asian Snack Time, had a huge booth.
They had a whole booth just of all
They had
food,
like a whole block in the dealer's room.
Pocky.
And they haven't had that in a while, but I've been seeing them at every con, so I guess maybe Stony Brook kind of got a little lax with that. Good, because you know how much that you know how much that booth sells at a con. I was shocked at how fast all that stuff went. But I did notice pretty much the dealer's room up. Oh, they're starting partying down there now. It's always the same dealers at Icon. And sometimes to a degree that might be a little bit of hurt, it might hurt them a little bit. Because if you go every year and you see the same thing every year and the same people every year, you're like, yeah, I never want anything from them, and you pass by.
Yeah.
But
it's like, I've already seen that, and I don't want anything. Yeah.
But to a degree, it might be a good thing. Like, oh, I saw them last year and I didn't get to look. Let me click this year. Or they had something last year, I didn't buy it, and I want to buy it now. And they go into the.
But in their defense, how many other dealers around this area are going to pop up every year? You know, it's basically going to be the same people. What they have to do is keep coming with new merchandise.
Yeah.
So you know.
But with me, I actually went into the dealer room, walked around it quite a few times.
No dancing.
Nothing jumped to me. Nothing was like, come buy me, you have to buy me. And I'm like, nothing was like, oh my god, I want. The only thing I got was, I was walking around with my medieval gear yesterday, and I hate skirts, like with a passion. So I was walking around with my skirt, and I'm like, I have to get rid of this, and I ended up buying a pair of medieval pants.
Were they leather?
No. Damn it! They're fabric. Me, leather? Yeah, right.
I'm looking for leather, a decent pair of pants.
I'm fine with it, because I've worn kilts a couple times. I'm fine with that. I don't care.
But I also bought
breezy.
one of those caplets that just covers the shoulders and it had a hood. So I bought a pair of those. I was looking at some like leather gauntlets, but I'm like, yeah, not right now. So being poor actually helped me. I didn't want to spend any money. But next we'll move on is Crystal said she went the cosplay competition. You didn't go. Probably.
I'll sit out for this one. Oh god.
All right, Crystal, tell us about the cosplay competition since I was at Pirates vs. Ninjas.
Yeah, regards my gears. No, the cosplay competition. So people that do to participate, I really don't mean this insulting, but that had to be the worst cosplay competition that I ever attended. Honestly, it was just They're supposed to, in the schedule said it's supposed to be like a 2-hour thing, you know, it's like, and everybody's trying to rush to go to the masquerade after that and whatever. They finished the cosplay competition, you had the skits, the walk-ons, the intermission show, the AMVs, and a fashion show, and also a little intermediate, little dancing thing from the Penguin guy. That was all done within 45 minutes. When has that ever finished that quickly? It's
I think last year, me and Ernie had a panel, and we had to run to the competition. We got there like a quarter after, and it was already done. They had 2 skits and a couple walk-ons.
It just I only saw a little bit of it last year. No, it was longer than that last year.
Oh, maybe we got there late.
But the year before, I remember it was the one that had the Gur skit and everything. That one lasted a long time.
Oh yeah, that was a couple years ago. Yeah.
But it's I just felt like people just weren't into it. Someone won for a skit, and he was the Fox Box, that it was just really just supposed to be a walk-on, but he won as a skit because they had nothing else to do, I guess. But it just I just feel like people, and even the voiceovers for some of them where the audio is all messed up, it's oh god, they even try anymore. But I'm it was a weak effort. I feel like I've been to lesser cons that had better cosplay competitions. Yeah, I mean nothing beats going to NIAF or Comic-Con. Their skits are always more top notch. I think we were in the city for those.
Yeah,
but
when you actually like the con to go to, yeah.
I had enough time to do that, go to Pirates vs. Ninjas, and then have enough time in between to go see
I know.
Voltaire.
I was just trying to see what
So it's
was
all right, I guess that works. Short and sweet, not so sweet, bittersweet.
All right. Unfortunately, I didn't get to go. It would have been nice to see some of the costumes and the skits, but it was that short. Then
yeah, it was
I probably could have gone and gotten back to the panel and not missed much.
They did a lot of Lincoln Zeldas. There was a lot of Lincoln Zeldas.
Lincoln Zelda, I think Zelda's always going to be a popular one.
Hey, listen! Hey, listen!
Would you like to, or shall I? She's doing napping.
How are you talking?
All right.
It's from the Pixie.
I guess the biggest thing with Icon.
Okay.
How do you not know?
Don't look at each other. I guess the biggest thing with Icon, we joked about it earlier, is Icon has its staples of the con. Well, you know what the biggest one is? The lovely weather we always have at Icon. I actually looked at the weather report around Tuesday, and I did the 10-day forecast. And it said Wednesday, sunny, Thursday, sunny, Friday, sunny, Saturday, rain, Sunday, rain, Monday, sunny, Tuesday, sunny. It was just those 2 days were not sunny at all. Icon, no matter what they do, no matter what time of year it is, whether it's late March, early April, it's always the one weekend that it rains within a month. What are you all looking at?
Po's here. Yo, that's shit.
I take it you guys weren't surprised by the weather.
No, not at all. I'm yeah, it's raining again. Whatever, shocker. Freezing, shocker.
Well, I also noticed though, but yesterday it wasn't a heavy rain, it was more like a drizzle.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as bad?
It wasn't so much rain this year as it was just cold and overcast. And
Wind.
Yeah, last year when we recorded this on Sunday, it was all
last year it was all
last
sun.
year it wasn't nice. On Sunday it was fine.
Fine,
it was good.
Yeah, but the rest of the weekend we were freezing to death.
I'm still cold.
Like we are now.
Yes.
Friday was a lot warmer than it was today. That's for sure. But I guess we're getting towards the end here.
Uh-oh.
Wow, I think this is the shortest we've ever done this show with the two of you.
Thank
Not
God.
necessarily. No,
What else can I complain about?
Everything else.
see, I told you, Popo.
I think they just did it to scare some people.
No. Cosplayers.
Yes, cosplayers are.
Some dirty acts.
Jesus. All right.
No, they. I mean, did anyone go to the actual masquerade ball?
I believe somebody went to the ball. So not anyone you guys know who was with us. He's a friend of Ernie's. He covered the masquerade ball. He said it was nice. He enjoyed
Fun.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll move on to what was your overall feel for the weekend, Mark?
Do you want to do a number system now?
We'll do that next.
Oh,
Just
how's that
a
different from the
general
overall
description.
feel?
Just a general description.
How's that different from the
Fine,
overall
we'll
feel?
skip that
I mean,
and we'll go
honestly,
right to the numbers.
The feel.
1 to 10.
If I had a feel, it would be about a number, you know.
Alright, fine.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll rate it and you'll give your reasons why.
I don't want to be first.
Alright, how about
I feel like
this?
that's too
What was your
much
favorite
pressure.
moment of the
I gotta
weekend?
think about
Favorite
this,
moment of the
hold
weekend
on.
then. Favorite moment.
Was being chased around by Dog the Bounty Hunter, being tackled in the middle of a bunch of dancing peoples.
And the dealer's room.
In the dealer's room, yes, where we did the group prayer at the end.
Yes.
Yes, it's
Yes.
all true.
We got cosplayers to do it. What?
That was
You'll
funny.
see the video later.
Okay.
What was your favorite part of the weekend?
And Ernie has to put it in now because I mentioned it.
Seeing Voltaire was cool. Just seeing you guys more than anything. I haven't seen you guys in a while.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's like besties.
Yeah, she couldn't wait to see us so we could all tease her.
Yeah, why do I do this to myself every year?
She couldn't wait to see us. That's why it took her 45 minutes to get out of the dealer's room.
After we told to text
Yeah.
her like, we've already started without you.
Yeah.
We figured she'd come running out. It still took her another half an hour to get out of the dealer's room.
I can see you every day. I kind of comes once a year.
Yeah, when was the last time I saw you?
Last icon.
August. Unfair.
No, I think I saw you around Christmas.
No.
No?
No.
Well, I thought we did. All right.
I wasn't there.
Wow, it has been a while then.
August.
Awesome.
Wow.
I was a dead girl.
All right. Now we will do the ratings.
Hey, do you want to do this on like a how I feel
Wait, how'd you
system
feel?
or like?
Oh, my favorite point of the weekend?
Yeah.
I don't really. The only thing that was, I think, really a highlight of the weekend was doing the Power Ranger panel. Like, that was so cool to do that, and I was nervous as hell the entire time. It would have been more fun if the panel had worked out better. You guys asked me questions. And then
What the hell was it? What the hell? Yeah. Yes, that's the two.
Ranger.
The dragon dagger.
Oh, no,
right.
freaking asshole.
Yes, you are.
No, he is.
Well, that was pretty much probably my favorite point of the weekend was doing that panel, even though it didn't work out.
Family
we
Guy was
wanted.
second thing. No, Family Guy.
She asked me questions and she just starts talking to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you do second.
I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
I talk over Crystal, not you as much.
No, you were doing it a minute ago.
I have to say something.
All right. Now, if they will let me, we will do the ratings for the weekend. Give you rate it from 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the most awesome, and then give your reasons why. You never like to go first for this one, but then she
Yeah.
takes forever, so you're
She
gonna
does
have
take
to go
forever.
first.
Yeah, I see her. She's already. This is burning her up inside.
So
She's dying.
you work on this while we go, all right? What do you think?
I'm going to give it a 6.
Okay.
A little better than like average.
All right.
It was enjoyable. You know, wasn't like, oh my god, it's great. Oh my god, someone's dead.
I doubt they're dead.
Oh wait, that's just a bucket. Okay. No. Yeah. So,
Alright.
6. It's it's okay. It's icon. It's like I said, yeah. The panels this year were really fell flat. You know, they were giving some people hosting something about Power Rangers 2 hours to blabber on. You know. What was that saying?
You're
about
just
the
bitter
panels?
because you didn't get the free item.
Did you give out free items?
Yes.
What did you give out?
We gave out the 2 movies, a Power Ranger
Oh,
figure.
wow. Well, I could get those for free. They're in a dumpster somewhere.
You would have gotten them for free.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know.
We gave out a Power Ranger figure, the Black Dino Thunder Ranger. It was Tommy. Tommy.
Isn't that the blue one?
No.
No, that was
Tommy
Holy
was the
Billy.
green, then
Billy
the white,
was
then the
blue.
red.
Oh yes,
Jason
Tommy was
red.
okay. It
Come
was,
on.
yeah.
And then we gave away a Power Ranger coloring book.
A Power Ranger coloring book.
And it had also the Japanese Power Rangers in it too.
Wow. Oh, so that one was rare. Oh boy.
collectible.
All right.
Collectible. Krista, did you
are
have
you
enough
ready?
time? Yeah.
Yeah, was that enough time for you?
Oh,
All right, I guess I'll go. I agree with
you know, this isn't like you're going to be brought to court to be held up for this. You know, judge going to be like, you gave it a 7, did you? Oh, prison for you. You know.
Alright, I guess I'll go then. I'm going to agree with you and give it a 6.
Okay.
It was a little better than average. I didn't hate it, but it wasn't the most awesome.
So far
panel.
the average score is really
6.
easy for us to figure out.
Yeah.
So Chrystal, don't make any other number other than 6 because we're going to look like retards who can't do math. So
Well, can we?
no, I definitely cannot. I
Get
am.
the calculator out, Eddie.
Yeah, my phone's over there, so I can't calculate it. Alright,
Does not compute.
you better do it now.
Yeah, it's all done. Wait, you didn't explain why.
I did.
Why you gave
Why?
it a
It
6.
wasn't awesome, but it wasn't, you know, horrible.
Okay.
Like you said, a little above average.
Right. Okay, I'm going with a 6.5 on this. Cause
So it's like 6.3, I think.
because the reason why
6.2?
No, you're rounding it up. Isn't it 333333333?
6.1.
It's 6.16666.
Oh,
Yeah,
6.1666666.
Ernie has to put the 66666 across the
So
bottom.
it's 6.166, whatever. Alright.
the reason why that is actually probably the lowest score I've ever given Icon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Oh no.
Oh, Chrystal, the cops are coming for you. Oh no.
The thing is that like I still enjoy definitely parts of it. Bringing new people to the con to get them to experience it. You know, I was like, yes, you like what I like.
Yeah, but isn't that something you kind of have to do? You kind of, not that you have to do it, but it's not like Icon's bringing new people.
No.
You're like, hey, come with me to
Right.
the, you know.
Yeah, so Icon's not putting in the effort.
Yeah, that's something
Yeah.
you're doing.
It's just like there's things that I'm like, there's no Long Island Jedi this year.
Oh.
There was no reenactments on the lawn. You had no drummers, you had no martial arts thing. You didn't have any of the medieval like court thing doing their night
Oh,
thing.
those were the good years.
Oh,
Those were the good
some
years.
asshole pretending to knight me? Yeah, I'm really
I
missing that.
wanted to be knighted. But like there's no like the guilds. I didn't see any of the guilds, like the archery guild. Like what happened to those things? So I was like going.
They realized it's the 21st century, and they're like, we're shooting bows and arrows here. What the fuck are we doing?
No, it's
Yeah.
more like Stony Brook gave them ridiculous high numbers and
Yeah,
insurance.
probably.
Yeah.
So that's
Like, well, you
that's
shot 3 people last year, so it's going to be an extra $50. We can't afford that.
like that's the only thing. Is that there was things I was looking forward to that going, where is it? Like I didn't see one Jedi. I mean, I saw other Star Wars characters. I saw definitely stormtroopers and everything, but I saw one Trekkie. The sci-fi convention only see one Trekkie.
Oh, I saw 3.
I saw a couple.
Yeah.
I guess it was just different rooms.
Couple
They
good
didn't
ones.
want to be
Couple
around
good
you.
ones.
I knew it. So that's why I was just like, what is that? And also just time factor, just not being able to squeeze everything that I would like.
But what
to
was the
squeeze
good part? You've just listed
Oh,
all these
bad.
shitty parts. It's like, this is horrible, this is
No,
horrible,
the
this
good
is
part was
horrible.
hanging up. Well,
Right?
she thinks it's coming to see us.
That's why I gave it such a low number, is because it's like I have to deal with Kristen.
Oh, alright.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've never
Your
made a
entire
joke
life
before,
is
yeah.
so slashed right now,
Oh
you
my-
don't even know.
Oh my God, this is the
So
first
we're
time
gonna-
I've ever been sarcastic. Oh.
Well, that's it from Icon 31 at Stony Brook University.
Thank you, Krissy.
Thanks, Krissy.
Thanks, Krissy.
Next time you see us will be next weekend for Anime Boston in Boston, Massachusetts, April's 4th through the 6th. You won't see me because I can't afford 2 cons in 1 week.
Oh.
So you'll see John, Odell, and Mike up there.
Wait,
There'll
taste
be
the
one.
first. It
There'll
goes
be one
from
there. They'll be all there. So
Happy April Fool's Day, everyone.
Happy April Fool's
Hope
Day.
you've
This
had
actually
fun.
happened.
Joke's on you, you just sat here for an hour and watched this.
And watch me make an idiot of myself.
Nah,
So
it's
we
alright.
will see you
Got a
all
little-
later. Bye.
Begin where it ends, and to begin, knock on that door so you can get in. And don't mind the time, forget all that's been. Get lost in the park, find a tree that will last, find a secret path that leads to her house. stairs to the roof, lay flat on your back. With your own melody, and every once in a while when you miss the breeze, just look at the scars marking your knees and know that again now is where it's at.
So then it's comfortable. I don't know those people.
Okay.
Well done. Oh, jeez. Now I have to pull my back.
Oh, no, wait. Hang on. Let me sit up. No.
There we go.
I sat down and I was over the edge.